I'm going to be cleaning my mass airflow sensor today. Recently I did my oil change and I changed my air filter, and it suggested each time you're going to change your air filter you use some mass airflow cleaner and clean it off. That'll help with horsepower. There's going to be a few things to disconnect and to be able to get to the MAF. So I'm going to start up here. Got a couple of clips, and this is my 2000 Nissan Maxima manual transmission. This is my least favorite part about these clips. You gotta like push in and pull. Of course. Alright, there's one. Just gotta disconnect this. Come on. Alright, so I guess I won't disconnect that one because it... Oh, of course. It was disconnected the whole time. Disconnect from there. And I'm going to go ahead and disconnect my battery since I'm going to be unplugging a bunch of cables. That's usually what I do. So I'll just disconnect my negative terminal, portal, whatever it's called. Just make sure I've got it set somewhere where it's not touching any metal. Right. Next I've got to take off the box that holds my air filter. There's a few screws here. It's a number 10 to disconnect here. Got a few spots. Another connection that goes straight to the mass airflow right here. Because directly below this, that's where the sensor is, and that's what this is plugged into. Let's see what else. I'm sure we got a few more to disconnect to get to it. Oh, there's one down there. Alright, so I got a few spots to take off the whole air filter. So I took one out of here, took one out right here, and now I've got to get down in here and remove that one. And then I think I should be able to remove this whole thing, the whole air filter container, to be able to get to the MAF right here. And once I get to that, then I'll show which screws need to be taken out. But as far as the air filter, I think those are the final spots, there and there. I might need to remove this one and this one to get this whole thing to move. We'll see. Sadly, my memory wasn't serving me from the last time I cleaned my MAF. In order to get this to come off, to get the MAF, I forgot, because I think my buddy was here, we have to take out the battery in order for this to come out. I was hoping it would come up and out this way, but there's just not enough wiggle room between it being connected up to the throttle body and to my air filter box here. So I'm gonna have to remove this. So be taking off the stuff that's strapping down the battery, and I'll take off the positive, and I'll remove this. Then I'll be able to remove this section here to detach the MAF and clean that out with my mass airflow sensor cleaner. Alright, got the battery out. It's pretty simple. I already started jiggling this out a little bit, and it's separated from the throttle body connection. Oh, got my battery cable. Trying to hold on. Alright, so I've got it disconnected here, and now I got to remove these four 4 bolts here. So it's a number, what is this, a number 10? You got to take all 4 of these off, disconnect the MAF so we can clean all around in there. So I'm gonna disconnect that. All right, now for the main event, which is cleaning this sucker off. So when you're spraying in here, I'm not gonna videotape this part, but when you're spraying, you're gonna spray everything in and around that inside here. And this stuff dries really fast, so you're not gonna have lots of mess. And I'll spray it from both ends. And this stuff will dry pretty quickly, but I'm not gonna put it back in. Say like 10, 15. And I'm just gonna spray all throughout here, kind of let it drip, dry for a couple of minutes, and spray the other side. You're just gonna get everything inside there. Do not touch the inside of this at all. You'll mess it up, and this thing's expensive. So I'm gonna spray that now. And oh my, so there's a good reason to work on your car. So I'm out here in my yard, in my driveway, and I'm trying to clean my MAF, and all of a sudden down the road, down this way, I hear somebody screaming, and I hear them screaming for their kid. I'm like, huh? And so then I just turn a little bit, and across the street I see a little, like, I don't know, she's probably 3-year-old walking on the sidewalk with her backpack on. And so I whistle down there and yell. I'm like, is that who you're looking for? Like, oh my gosh. So being outside and fixing your own car, good things can come of it. I'm so glad that she yelled for her kid, and I saw her, and now I think you can see them there. They're headed back home. Everybody's safe. So fix your own car. Now from the other side. Just want to get every angle on that thing. Then we'll do it again in a couple minutes. All right, the job is complete. Cleaning off my MAF. Just to recap, so you're gonna have to take this off. Right now I don't have any snaps in here because I've done this before and it broke. You're going to disconnect it from here where your air filter is. That just kind of comes off. I don't have any screws on here. The only thing that's holding it down is right here. This connection and this connection, which I took off. Remove that. You're going to have to remove your battery. Take that off. And then you're going to have to take the thing that holds your air filter in. And there's a few screws. There's one here, one here, one here, one here, and then one right down in there. Once you get your battery off, then you're able to get that one. You'll take this off, and oh yeah, and then along with taking off the air filter, the container, you're going to need to unscrew right here, so that it will allow you to, because the mass airflow right here is going to come off with it because there's screws on right here. And you'll need to remove this, and you'll pull out this whole container. Then you'll detach the mass airflow from the air filter container. You're going to spray out the sensor inside there without touching it. Reassembling everything back together. Started the engine up. Everything feels pretty good. Nothing's really changed. I'll go for our cruise here in a little bit, and everything should be good. Hope you take on cleaning out your MAF. Should be done every time you, I forget what it said, changing out your air filter or changing your oil. I kind of do those at the same time, so I really don't clean out my MAF, but it's really not that hard. I just don't do it that often. Hope you do it, and happy fixing. Bye.